Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the world in silence. No sound of machines, no cry of haste, only the subtle breath of the earth, the invisible pulse of life renewing itself. Have you ever wondered where we are truly heading as a species? Not just as a technological civilization, but as living consciousness, as a collective soul. Sometimes it feels as if time itself is accelerating, that everything is changing faster than we can comprehend. And amid this whirlwind, a question arises that few dare to ask. Are we truly evolving, or are we drifting further away from who we were meant to be? Edgar Cayce said that the destiny of humanity would not be defined by governments, religions, or inventions, but by the inner vibration of each human being. Perhaps the future is not being written out there. Perhaps it is being shaped right now within you. Before we go deeper into this reflection, I want to invite you to be part of this journey of light. If these words resonate with you, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who also feels that the world is changing. This way, this vibration reaches more hearts, and together we keep alive the flame of a new consciousness. Maybe you look around and feel fear. The world seems tired. People seem disconnected. And there are days when the heart can find no rest. It may be that you feel something is falling apart, values, relationships, even faith in things once certain. And deep inside, there is a quiet melancholy, a sense that we have lost our way. But what if none of this is the end? What if this apparent chaos is simply the birth of a new awareness? Cayce said that every great transition is preceded by disorder. That collapse is the way the universe reorganizes harmony. And perhaps what seems to be crumbling before us is not the world itself, but the old structures that can no longer hold the light that is arriving. Edgar Cayce was known as the sleeping prophet, a simple man who, in a trance state, accessed dimensions of wisdom that seemed to transcend time and space. In his readings, he described the human soul as a divine spark, temporarily forgetful of its origin, living on earth to relearn the meaning of love. He spoke of physical transformations on the planet, yes. He mentioned the movement of waters, the shifting of the poles, and even the reappearance of ancient lands, such as Atlantis. But his true prophecy was not geological, it was spiritual. Cayce said that the greatest change would occur within the human being when the heart learned once again to vibrate in harmony with the Creator. He spoke of a time, perhaps this very time, when humanity would awaken to the consciousness of the inner Christ. Not an external, distant Christ, but the divine presence dwelling within every soul. And perhaps the future Cayce spoke of is not a place, but a state of consciousness. A return to the inner home that all of us, in silence, long to find again. Imagine humanity as a great seed buried deep within the earth. On the outside, it appears still, but within, a silent revolution is unfolding. The shell cracks, the old form dissolves, and only then can the new emerge. The seed must die so that the flower can exist, and perhaps we, as a civilization, are going through that same process. We are breaking apart in our beliefs, our structures, our certainties, because what once was can no longer contain what is being born. Cayce said that every soul carries within itself the germ of the divine, and that in the right time, this spark would become a flame. The pain we feel now may only be the echo of birth, for we are not being punished. We are being called to grow. Today, quantum physics begins to reveal what Cayce affirmed nearly a century ago, that everything is energy in vibration, that thoughts are not merely electrical impulses, but creative waves. The body, the environment, even the planet itself, respond to the frequency we emit. Your body hears everything your soul whispers, he said. Neuroscience already shows that emotions such as love, gratitude, and compassion can alter electrical and hormonal patterns, promoting balance and healing. Cayce affirmed that when a person elevates their vibrational field, they influence not only their own reality, but the collective consciousness. Imagine millions of souls awakening to this silent power. Imagine the impact of a humanity that chooses to vibrate in love, even when the world insists on showing fear. Your biology responds to your spirituality, and perhaps the planet does too. Edgar Cayce saw the future not as an apocalypse, but as a transition of eras, a shift from the mind to the heart, a time when humanity would rediscover compassion as a creative force. He said that true power would no longer be that of conquest, but of service, that the leaders of the future would be those capable of radiating peace. It is not what happens outside, it is what vibrates within. And perhaps the future is being decided right now, not by distant prophecies, but by the invisible choices we make in silence. Every time you forgive, even when there seems to be no reason, every time you choose serenity over anger, you help to rewrite the vibrational field of the earth. Cayce said that the collective destiny depends on the frequency of each individual soul. We are atoms of a single universal consciousness, and by elevating our personal vibration, we take part in the awakening of the whole. Perhaps what we call the end of times is, in truth, the beginning of a new way of existing. And what if the pain, the loss, and the uncertainty of our time are the portal to the birth of a new humanity? Cayce believed that the purpose of life was simple yet profound: to manifest divine love in everything we do, think, and feel. The future is not written in stone. It is written in vibration, and every thought of light you choose to sustain, every quiet act of kindness, every moment you remember that you are not alone, all of it shapes the destiny of the world. You are not broken. You are in transformation. So look within yourself and ask, what if the future of humanity is, in truth, the awakening of the divine that lives within me? If this message touched something within you, leave a comment and share what your heart felt. Every word you share here helps expand this network of awakened souls. And remember, what vibrates in you vibrates in the world.